Hi, welcome to Lunch with Lake Ridge. I'm Laura Krauss, Director of Recreation.
And I'm Deanna York, the Director of the Preschool and Summer Camp.
We're happy to have you join us today. We're going to be talking about the Lake Ridge Summer Camp, one of our best programs here at Lake Ridge Association. Our weeks are filling, so we're pretty excited about that. Deanna, if you can tell them a little bit about the ages that we have for our camp.
Yeah, so we are wanting to give the elementary kids some time with us at our building. So after you have finished kindergarten through 12 years old is what we are aiming for. And we separate them into two different ages. The 6 to 8, 9-year-olds are upstairs so that they can play with kids their age. And then we have 10 to 12 downstairs because they have a little bit more time waking up and grooving, and it's just better for the conversations to have the ages separated.
That's perfect, and those kids really do have a good time. So they're not apart all day long though. Can you tell a little bit about some of the times where they do have time together? So if you have brothers or sisters in one of those younger age groups, the junior campers as opposed to the senior campers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we do most of our things outside, so they definitely see one another. We will do sports maybe before the pool, so a little kickball, and then definitely when it's pool time. And we do that, we go over to the pool twice a day. So definitely in the pool, they can play with their siblings. And then outside, anytime we're outside, lunchtime, they can eat together at lunch and do that kind of stuff together.
That's great. And just so you know, as you're looking right now where we're standing, this is the drop-off area for camp. So of course we have the parking lot right here at Lake Ridge Association where you're going to park, and then you'll walk with your camper up here to the area where the counselors will check them in for the day.
Right. So there'll either be 1 or 2 counselors here at the bottom of the hill that will sign your children in. So we are state certified, even our
Correct.
summer camp. So we have you sign the kids in. That way we know that we're responsible for your child. And then they will walk up the hill. There's a counselor at the door to meet any of the ages, and then they separate. And then at the end of the day, when you pick them up, you sign them out, and then that way we know that you're responsible for your child again.
Exactly. And are there times, let's say you can't pick your child up and you want to use another person, how can we facilitate that?
Well, on the application that you fill to register your child for summer camp, you have 2 emergency contacts. So if they're on there, then they can pick them up anytime. Or you can just email us of whoever is going to pick them up at the time. And they would need to bring their ID because we know you as the parent, but we may not know the emergency person that's picking you up.
Exactly. Number 1 is keeping your children safe. So Lake Ridge Summer Camp is your fun outdoor camp for the summer. If you're looking for that opportunity to have your child be outside playing, kind of wearing themselves out with outdoor activities, this is the camp for you. Deanna, can you tell them a little bit about what the day would consist of and what kind of activities they would do outside?
Sure. We start with them gathering, and then around 9:30 is when we will do some crafts based on whatever our theme is for that week. And we do that until about 10:30. Then we have a snack because we're gearing up to go to that pool, so we need to fill them up with energy. Then at 11 o'clock when the pool opens for the public, so we are going to the pool that is open to the public. We go from 11 to 11:45, and then we come back here, still outside, and eat our lunch. The counselors eat lunch with them, and we're all gathered around this grassy area. It's so nice. And then at 1 o'clock, we go back to the pool. We go to the pool that time for 2 hours. So they all have to take their sunblock back to the pool at that afternoon time because we reapply that sunscreen. That's important. And then we come back here at 3, and then we have a fun little things. It might be a food craft that we do, or maybe some kickball, something like that. But Friday is the big hit day, Laura. We have popcorn and bingo on Fridays.
That's always a popular one. I know the kids are always talking about bingo, and they win fun prizes with it. when they hit their bingo number, so it's a fun
Well,
time
it's
for
really
all.
candy.
It's candy, let's face it. But what kids don't like candy? We send them home on Friday to you with lots of candy. So our camp runs from 8:30 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. We start on June the 17th, and it's for 8 weeks long.
Do we have to do all 8 weeks, Laura?
We don't. Nope. You can pick. You can do 1 week, you can do 2 weeks, you can do all 8 weeks. It's whatever's convenient for you and works into your schedule. A little bit about the fees as well. There's a $50 deposit that holds your weekly camp registration for that week, and that deposit, of course, is applied to that weekly fee. It's $225 if you pay in full by May the 31st, or $250 as the regular registration fee for that week. There are 2 weeks that are discounted due to the holidays, Juneteenth and the 4th of July. So those weeks are $25 discounted rate. Be sure though, Deanna, are those camp weeks filling up?
They are filling up. And I tell you what, our popular one is this year, it's week 6, H2O week. What could that be about? But water. We do all kinds of water activities, sponge, dodgeball, duck, splash. We have water slides for that week. And then, of course, the pool.
Exactly. Maybe you can tell them about the other themed weeks too, Miss Deanna.
Yes. Our first week is Fairy Tale Land week. So that week we're going to explore the fairy tales, do some crafts with that, and we might even do a little play. Then we have Heroes versus Villains for week 2. So as you can imagine, we're going to be superheroes or villains and figure out what is your personality. Week 3, that is one of those discounted weeks, Laura. So with the 4th of July falling in that, it's the Star Spangled Week. So all of our crafts will be red, white, and blue. Then we have Sports Mania. We're gonna explore different activities and sports that you can do outside, baseball, soccer, Sports Mania Week. And then we're gonna do some STEM with Mad Scientist Weeks. That's always a fun one too.
That's another popular one, yes.
We're gonna do an egg drop challenge from the balcony. Will your egg survive? I don't know. And then of course that H2O week, which is really popular with the kids. They like getting wet. Week 7 is Go for the Gold. What would that be about? I don't know. The Olympics are this year. Yes. So everything USA, and what are we going to do with the Olympics? And then we'll round out the summer with our Beach Week Bash. We kind of celebrate the end of the year. We do paper plate awards. We have a luau for the last day where we do the limbo. We eat donuts off of a string. Just have all kinds of fun.
How much fun. So also, if you want to take a look behind us, this is the playground that we use at camp, geared for those older kids. It's a lot of fun. This is where they do a lot of their games and relay races around for the camp. We also have our playground here. This is the pickup area, correct, Miss Deanna?
Yes, so at 4 o'clock at the end of the day, of course you can pick up your child anytime you need to, but at 4 o'clock all campers will be on this playground so that you don't have to walk up the hill to pick up your child. So from 4 to 5, we're on the playground.
So now Deanna and I are at Ridgewood Pool, which is the pool that we use for our Lake Ridge Summer Camp. As she said, they come here twice a day. Can you remind us of the times again, Miss Deanna?
They go from 11 to 11:45, that first break, and then from 1 to 3. So they leave at 2:45 when the whistle blows for break. Now, you might be worried about your child with the pool and unsupervised. Now, we, on that very first day of each week on Mondays, if your child is new to camp, we do a swim test. So we divide the kids between if they're swimmers or if they're not swimmers. So if they're still not sure of themselves, we keep them in the 4-foot section, and then if you're swimmers, you can be in the middle and on that diving board. Now we have our Lake Ridge lifeguards, which are really good, but our counselors are also all the way around the pool and definitely in the pool to play and have fun with your kids.
And we also have been doing bracelets on the children, right, Miss Deanna, so that we
Yes.
can identify those that aren't
Yes.
strong enough swimmers yet, that we put a...
Yeah, so if you are a beginner swimmer, you'll have one color, and then if you're a swimmer, you'll have another one, so that our counselors know who can swim and who can't, and the lifeguards will know who are my swimmers and who are not.
And they get stronger, you know, think of that. Twice a day, if your child's going to the pool and practicing swimming with their friends, they're just going to become stronger and stronger swimmers.
Yes.
I remember last year, as a matter of fact, Miss Deanna,
Yes.
there was a camper who was so excited. I came up to watch, and she had been practicing that swim test with her friends every
The
day.
whole camp erupted with excitement when she made it to the other side.
They were cheering her on, and it was just a great thing to watch.
Yes.
What a great feeling that then your child's safe in the water learning how to swim.
Yeah, exactly.
And then can you tell us a little bit more about our counselors?
Yes, so we have a 1-to-8 ratio with counselors versus campers, so that we know that everybody is safe. So right now we have about 10 counselors. Now they have to be over 18 so that they can really be responsible. And then we have counselors in training, our aides. Now those are your 16 to 18 year olds. So they're helpers. They're with the counselors, with the children. And so we're still maybe looking for a few more. So if you're listening to this, watching this, and you think, you know what, I want to have fun with kids this summer, go ahead and send an application. We would love to have you come aboard. In fact, we have 4 counselors who used to be campers.
Isn't that amazing? They love the program so much that they go on to become counselors with us. What a fantastic thing.
So
And those counselors are, because we're licensed, keep in mind that they've all gone through background checks with FBI fingerprinting, as well as with the Department of Social Services. We're licensed through through the state of Virginia.
And they're all first aid and CPR trained.
Yes, another important thing.
Yes.
And also, there's a MAT certification that you hold, Deanna.
Yes. So if your child needs medication or that EpiPen, if they're allergic to something, I am certified to give that medicine out. So they are still safe in our presence.
So again, come to Lake Ridge Summer Camp, where your kids are going to have a great time, have fun outdoors, get nice and tired, and enjoy that pool time at Lake Ridge Association. Sign up now.